drunk for this.
Okay. Let's call the meeting to order if we could, please.
Come on, man.
Cold hard today, isn't it?
God, y'all killing me.
Okay. First order of business today would be the minutes. Minutes from the March 15th. Let me back up and say Magistrate Hahn is absent today. He was in an accident called a mule accident. It took a mule through him and skinned him up pretty bad, broke some ribs, etc. And actually, I was telling them earlier, when you spend the night in the hospital anymore, you know it's pretty serious. So Jerry had to spend the night in the hospital. Minutes, entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
So approved.
Motion by Sam, second by Keith. All approved, say aye. Disapprove? The motion will carry. Matthew, I forgot, I can move you up front.
Fine, I'm good where I am, Judge. Thanks, though.
Bills list and additional bills list. You guys had some individual questions beforehand and maybe hopefully got them answered.
The horse rescue, did we inherit those horses?
Which one?
On the horse rescue here.
Sometimes I have to ask which one you're talking about, because sometimes we do more than one.
Do we still have those?
We have the horses, and Matthew said they'll be gone hopefully Wednesday this week.
Hopefully by Wednesday this week.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And this was up in the Yates-Cooney Neck area. So, you know.
I'll make a motion, pay the bills as presented.
And transfers,
And
Bernard?
transfers.
Thank you. Is there a second to Bernard's motion?
I'll second it.
Second by Sam. Any further discussion, questions? All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion will carry. Today we have District 4 Transportation presentation on the rural secondary program. They come down the ladder to Josh now. Patty and Kevin and Josh.
I couldn't make it this morning, so you got me.
That's fine.
We got
He just can't sign the checks. That's why I
Kevin Terrell here. Kevin's our new Super 2 there here in Nelson County. And we got Chad Filiatru and Jude Filiatru with us here today. Jude did a lot of legwork and going out looking at these roads, looking at which ones needed to be resurfaced. Just to go over where the funding comes from on the RS program, it's funded by 22.2% of the motor fuel tax receipts. And then these funds are distributed to all 120 counties based on a 5-point formula. That is, 1/5 is distributed equally among all counties, 1/5 is based on the rural population, 1/5 is based on the road miles, and then 2/5 is based on the land area. So once the money is, figured to go to a county, it can't be transferred to another county.
The state can't keep it by statute.
Right, they can't keep it, and we estimate how much money we're going to take in the year. That's where these numbers come from. If there's money left over, it just rolls over to the next year. So this year, estimating, that $586,000 is going to be used for our routine maintenance. That's the pothole patching, signs, that snow and ice removal, that sort of thing,
And that's strictly on the rural secondary.
on the rural secondary roads in Nelson County. And $3,862 to go to the county judge executive expense. That's the same for every county. And then our first priority is to do Kentucky 84 from the LaRue County line to the Marion County line. The distance is just over 9 miles. We have an estimated cost of $615,000 for that project. And then the second project is the resurfacing of Kentucky 332. We go from 245 to 3180, distance of 3.1 miles with an estimated cost of $245,000. And that pretty much eats up all the money that they're anticipating we'll get for this year.
Just so the court knows, I turned in a couple of other roads for the page reviewed and within the different districts, and I actually rode the roads last week, a week and a half, because I got this list one day last week. I would say that the state made a good recommendation based on the shape of the roads. One of the roads I'd ask you to look at was Stringtown Road, and maybe next year probably on that, maybe but that 84 was a real bad. It evidently gets no sunlight in certain areas, and 332 is the other one I'd recommended, and that fit into the program. But I did go out and look at them, so I said the state made a good call on those. I couldn't find any others that were worse.
That Kentucky 2230 that you asked me to look at, Judge, is not an RS road, Brown's Lane.
Uh-huh.
That is not an RS road, it's a supplemental road.
What
It's a
is that?
supplemental.
Is that state road to there, or what?
It is a state road, but
Okay.
it's not an RS road. It's
Yeah.
actually in our MP system,
Different program.
It's a very low volume road.
low volume road.
They
Right.
don't give us very much money to maintain those, so they get in pretty bad shape for.
It's getting pretty
So
serious.
we'll keep an eye on it too, because there's some other, that comes with a completely different pool of money, I understand. I didn't realize it was, I thought it was real secondary.
I actually turned it in, and I didn't look it up like I should have.
Yeah. Because it fits kind of the criteria almost, I guess.
Most of the supplemental roads all do, they all could be RS roads.
And on all it, not all of it needs repaired, it's just from 62 to the bridge, that's where the real damage is.
Yeah, but if you're gonna do it, we only own 4/10 of a mile
Right.
altogether, so
Right,
we do it all if we want to do it.
okay.
We'll try to work it into some other program somewhere along the line. Anybody got any questions on this list? Entertain a motion to approve this list as presented. I wonder why you raised your hand.
I'll second.
Thank you, but yeah. You two guys are sandwiched in between.
Thank you, man. I think you made a good recommendation.
All approve, say aye. Disapprove, the motion will carry. Thank you all.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thank you, Josh.
Josh, sometimes Patty, when she comes, she gives us a list of other projects in the community. Did you get a chance to do that?
I
Or?
might mention, our cash balance is kind of low right now, and they haven't let any of the MP research them yet. So I don't know how far they're gonna get down that list, but we do have 3 projects in Nelson County that's at the lower end of the list that we think will get done, but
Can you tell us what you would like to get done?
Yes.
We would, obviously, no commitment.
sure. US 62, this goes from Arnold Lane, well, its mile point's 27.9 to 32.7.
Right there, Bloomfield to Chapel. Arnold's Lane's right there.
Yeah.
The library, I guess, and
Yep.
it's that section from there to Chapel.
The second one will be Kentucky 52. It goes from 31E to 247. It's about 3.5 miles. And also US 31E from the Horry County line, extending about 5.7 miles. Again, those are towards the end. We're hoping that they'll get done.
What about, you guys did some patching out on Loretta Road from McDonald's to the bridge down the bottom of the hill, Heaven Hill? It's pretty ratty looking.
That was in there, but it's way.
Wait, okay.
I actually did an estimate on that. It was in the ones that was in the top 25.
Within the district,
Within our 11 counties,
County.
we've only got 17 projects that we think will get done.
yeah.
So,
That's all result of the gas accident, what it is.
Are these 3 and the 17, are these in the, these are in?
but they're towards the end, so I haven't let any of them yet. I think there's a couple in this 11, so.
Thank you.
Time will tell.
Get your patchers out.
Are you gonna do any patching?
Not right
No.
now.
Not right now, yeah.
Obviously not right now, but later on in the summer, you'll have to do some.
As of right now,
As of right now, we're not doing any,
we're on strict.
no person.
Yes, y'all not having any fun at all then, are you?
Yeah, we've been instructing our maintenance, that everything has to be approved with central office before we can do much of anything.
Can you fill potholes?
Until we run out of cold mix.
With a small pothole?
They're very, very limited looking. They're trying to use materials and, brush cutting, cutting shoulders, that sort of thing. Trying to
I
get our
understand.
cash stuff back up.
Okay. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Y'all got me in gloom and doom. Next on the agenda, see you fellas. On the agenda, I put on there that we're looking at our cash balance and stuff. We're in pretty good shape right now. And I would like to buy a new community service mower. Russell's mower, the decking of it is getting, we welded it several times, getting pretty deteriorated. Trying to find, we never did find out how old it was, I don't think, Rhonda.
I think he said he bought it in 2003.
3. So that's 13 years old.
It's getting broke in.
I had that same comment, but I went out and looked at it, and it was a little bit more than broke in. So I would like to ask the court if we could go ahead and get him a new mower this year. The low proposal came from J&G Equipment, and this was the same brand we've had good luck with. It's the what do you call it? Turf Tiger 2. It's got a 72. All these were 72-inch cuts. We made sure we compared apples for apples.
How much warranty is on that? The second one tells how much warranty for that one though.
How much is that, Dean?
The warranty's only on the seat.
On what?
On the seat.
Well, how much warranty is on any of them?
On any, that I didn't, I would say they would be pretty routine, but I could find out and let you know. There's not a deadline that happened on this, but I can't imagine there'd be much difference between the warranties on these.
Wonder what brand motor is on this Tiger?
He's had the specs, but I didn't bring it in.
Yeah, so
No, that's the second one.
the second one is,
I'm talking about the Jersey ones.
yeah.
I can get you that information if you want, guys. There's no
I don't have a problem with doing it. I know he needs it bad. That was about done.
Russell wouldn't have brought these to me if he didn't like the motor and
Just check on the warranty and stuff, you know, as long as they all,
pretty close.
yeah, if it calls all three of them and they all have the same warranty, I'm okay with it.
You want to go ahead and approve it with that condition?
I don't have any problem.
I don't have any issue with that.
Motion to approve with condition we check the warranties. Motion by Bernard. You second that, Keith?
I'll second it.
All approve, say aye. Disapprove? The motion will carry.
How much was that?
$10,387.
Now, it's not your everyday.
It's a little bit
heavier
below the
duty
state
than-
price.
The state bid on it
Those
was,
are industrial.
the state bid was 10,586, so it's a little lower than the state bid.
Same model?
Same model.
It lists for $14,200.
Yeah. No, we get good parts. I know
They're heavy
high
duty.
price things.
They're not like the one you go pick up.
Well, and you say you bought that one when, and
Oh, three.
2003.
So 13 years old.
Bad part is I remember
It's not $100.
how long, I mean, I'm gonna be all talking about it back then.
Well, here's the one before the one before the one he had now that we've turned that Tyler's turning. He's going to talk about in a minute. He's turned it into a thing at the park to do the baseball field.
These guys do something, I'll just spend all these.
Next would be tax moratorium request. First request is Julie Talbot and Michael Katz. This is Talbot House, 202 South 3rd Street. A few years ago, Julie and her folks had fixed that home up. They actually put a copper roof on it and made some real nice renovations. They're going to actually move into the house now. They're going to make some additional upgrades. And Barbara signed off on the appraised amount. I would entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
Motion by Jeff. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Bernard.
Is that the
Discussion.
old Is that the old John Talbot?
John Talbot,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was, I wasn't sure.
John Talbot was county attorney in the 60s.
Remember him very well.
All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? The motion will carry. Next would be another one. This is in Boston, Bernard. I had pictures on my computer. I failed to.
I saw that, but I didn't put it together.
It's 14600. Well, you looked at it, Brad, didn't
There's
you?
one going on 62 towards G-Town, right where you cross the bridge.
Down in that floodplain?
Yep.
That old big house?
Yep. She's from California now.
That does flood there, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think that house
Well,
flooded.
it's got
It does
a,
too.
Is that
you
right?
say pool, I don't know, I didn't see the inside of it. It's a low.
Right way.
Is it? It's a big old
It's
house.
a big flood, it got on Boston Road, it got that house big time.
Yeah, I looked at it, it's a big old house.
Big time. It looked pretty ragged.
Did you go there? No, I boarded up when I went in there.
It looks a sight. But she's determined to fix. She's got a contractor getting ready to go work on it.
She'll need every penny of that.
And again, she'll only get assessed what actually spends on it. So she probably estimated it high.
Good.
But you know, if you're from California, $500,000 in California doesn't buy a whole lot.
Right.
That's might be the reason she's moving.
Bernard, you okay with that?
Yes.
Motion to approve. Motion by Bernard Ice, second by Jeff Lear. Let it be. There's a little reservation there, but all approve, say aye.
I want to see it.
Disapprove. Motion carries.
I'd like to see the pictures forward and after.
I can't imagine that.
Well, look at the house that Joe Butler did down there. It looked like pretty ratty down here on
It did.
John Fitch.
Yeah, but it wasn't that kind of money.
Didn't have catfish.
And the flood zone.
Probably gonna spend about
This house
$60,000
here
on 70.
This house down here won't flood either. That one did.
Next would be budget amendment. I understand. I hope she's aware of that.
She may not be.
Any questions on the
Budget amendment.
budget amendments? They were all revenues in and expenditures out.
No.
Motion to approve on first reading, advertise for a second. Motion by Sam. Is there a second to that?
No, sir.
Second by Keith. Any further discussion? All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? The motion will carry. Okay, next will be a resolution related to the transportation of non-public school students each year. We passed a resolution. Last year, we got reimbursed about $205,000 on this project, a little bit more than we had budgeted. So hopefully this year we'll have as good of luck as we did last year. The total estimate this year is $235,000.
How much was it last year, Ronnie? Do you remember?
225?
No, I brought it with me.
So it went up 10,000?
No, actually, yeah, but the resolution on the estimate, this is just an estimate, this is not exact.
What do you mean by estimate? I suppose it goes over. What happens then?
We only turn in what we actually.
We turn in what this is.
We turn the resolution in, all they're wanting to do is estimate how much they're going to need by the
Suppose it
resolution.
goes way over, then what happens?
Then they divide it out proportionally, and that's happened before. Here, let me get mine.
I guess that would be based on gas prices.
Gas probably had an impact on it, repairs.
I see on the paper where they bid out their gas, don't they, for a fixed fee?
County does.
County does, okay. I would think they.
Just hang with me, I
I
got
think
it.
Bethlehem's got a garage anywhere. Do
No, they just park them in behind me.
Probably have all the time. Gotta have somewhere to store it if you,
Last year estimate I sent in was $240,000.
was it?
How much did you get back?
Go back
Oh, we got
220, 210, something like that. Two something.
It was more than.
It's about 20 grand above what we had planned on getting back. But now, bear in mind, up until I'm going to say 96 or 8, Paul Patton became governor, the county footed 100% of this bill. 100%. And Governor Patton and his administration put that in the budget and really helped our budget out a lot. Now it's gone where the demand's more than the money supply. And we've had years where we've only got about 60% back, 70% back, but it's still much better than it was before. I assure you of that. And if anybody can remember that far back, it was a strain on the county's budget. Let's go back to 1960 or so. They started at 57, 60, something like that. Okay? Did we vote on that resolution?
No.
No. Okay, motion to approve the resolution as presented. We got Bernard Ice made a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Second by Keith Metcalf. Any further discussion? All approve, say aye. Disapprove? Motion will carry. EMS report. Joe's not here today. He's gone. Jail report. Dorcas is out today too. Landfill solid waste.
All righty. Give you guys a little update on both the item where we're at.
Tom Kroger
And Jim, I'm actually this morning, they're about 7 days behind, roughly.
Oh, that's what I was looking at.
That broke it just inside.
Oh, man.
Oh, you want?
Finish this week, I think.
The whole thing, okay?
Well, when it's scheduled to be done this week, Brian?
Schedule should have been done, at the end of this week, I think, is what it was.
End of this week, I think.
So we'll probably be, if I had to guess, it'll take all this week and probably most of next, you think?
Next week, yeah.
So sometime next week.
And maybe a little farther if we're 7 or 8 days.
Yeah. I can tell you what we're noticing, tires are heavy. I don't know what's going on there, but we're lucky this year that the tire amnesty program's going on. Like I told you guys, we'll be able to get rid of those tires during that program. Tire amnesty, April 28th, 29th, and 30th. So if anybody asks you, I've had a few calls starting to come in on big loads. Yeah, we've got a few calls and we're scheduling those accordingly. So keep spreading that word, news media too, if you don't mind with us. That'll help us out on that. But why bulky items heavy? I don't know. Pretty.
Until the state, or if we had the authority to pass a law where you can't buy new set tires, let you turn the old ones in like you do batteries, that's not gonna change.
That would help the problem.
They still charge them for that, though. They got a fee. I don't understand why
So
you keep.
incidental.
It must be,
It's so-
well, it is, and you're paying a fee that has to be sent to the state.
That's incidental.
But you are right,
Compared to-
you're saying it ought, you're saying it ought to be a lot of money, like a
should do it like
Well,
battery.
they did the batteries, like it worked good.
Yeah, because you can't afford not to
You
leave the
you
battery.
don't get a battery that you turn one in, so, right? Or you pay an extra service fee. Yeah.
It's lobbyists keep that from happening, from what I'm told. But
Oh, sure.
different fight for a different day.
Yeah.
The batteries work, so they recycle that.
Yeah.
Basically not.
It's hard to get rid of.
Right.
That is right.
Oh, well, I was gonna let you do roadside pickup. That's,
It's underway right now. So if you got any groups, you can sign up.
Sign up this week.
Uh-huh.
they'll need to contact the judge's office and then they'll get assigned a road accordingly. That's funded again through you guys, you know, that money comes back from the state. That's part of some of the money that the landfill pays in for that $1.75 per ton that you see us quarterly send up. Some of it comes in from other locations. There's a lot of ways that they fund these pickups. If I knew exactly, I'd be lying if I told you where all that money comes from. But we get about $50,000 a year to pick roadside litter up. So we help fund this program through that money. We supplement it ourselves as well, but the other issues, guys, we hauled a lot of dirt. The road department helped us out a lot. We got a real short window 2 weeks ago, roughly, and the state was really on us about getting some more material in on our landfill, so it worked out. We got really lucky, actually. That's what, if you saw the bills list, we rented an excavator. Yep, we had a high lift down. Road department was in the middle of bulky items, so it was a great thing for us, actually, for renting at that price. It worked out really well. Oh, it's no comparison. No comparison. Typically, we can load 3 trucks with a high lift and keep them busy. He could load 6 probably. We were doing 5 and he had time to spare. So, Chris Martin, our guy who runs Dead Animal program, he actually knew how to do it.
He's a hidden operator.
Yep, I run into a good one there. If I know we need an operator, he jumps right on it. Within 30 minutes, got used to the controls again. He did really good, actually. I was proud of
That's
it.
not easy, is it?
No.
You haven't done it for a while.
New garbage truck started from Mexico on Friday, heading this way. So they'll drive to Louisville, check it out. I would assume this week sometime. It's just been delayed like everything else. The auto industry's behind.
You went all day long, and I told you.
That could be like that naked tile law, what they're ever gonna make.
Exactly right.
All day
All kind of
long.
money.
Best advice all year. Go back and forth to work, Tyler.
So we're gonna get it, it's gonna have what, 4,000?
Anything else, Brad? Warranty will start when we get it. Anything else, Brad? That's that on the roll-off truck when we got it last time. No, that's it.
Jim, road department report.
Bulky item pickups, what the road department's doing, of course. We're getting a lot of work orders in on cross-drain culverts clogged up or failing, rusted. So we got a lot of work ahead of us as far as that goes. We're gonna be ordering some pipe. Hope we got enough in our budget, I think we do. Projects that I've been working on, EMS buildings under construction over in Bloomfield. Dave Cook was low bid on that. He had the foundation in Friday. I haven't been over.
I've asked the mayor of Bloomfield to give me a draft lease agreement for like we did in New Haven. Right. So we can start working on that.
Is it gonna be close? Same bucks?
That was our proposal, our agreement.
What, 3,000 a month or something?
$500.
I'd heard 500.
Yeah.
But no, it'll turn out nice. He's doing a good job. He's jumped right on it, got going with it. No big problems there. Woodlawn Road Bridge, I'd say what I'd call 95% done with my design. So if it's all right, this next 2 weeks, I'll probably advertise for bids, Dean, if that's all right.
I'd hate to see the state pull that funding. They're making a lot of things right now.
I'm estimating, we got 73,000 in the contract from the state, so I don't think they will, and that's plenty of money. I think that's plenty of money to do this project.
I'm teasing Sam.
They wouldn't pull it with the contract?
Please?
Would they pull it with the contract?
I'm just fucking.
You didn't say yes or no. I mean, I guess they could.
Too many cameras around.
Anyway, that project's ready to go, and I'm gonna bid it this next week, so. Jail project, that thing's ongoing. It's working, the rooftop unit's going on it. We haven't got our fire system hooked to it yet. In other words, when they get a smoke alarm, that, you know, it's not, but that's gonna be worked this week
I
supposedly.
got your email on that and see what you were saying.
It's, the balance report wasn't great, so, we'll see how it goes. You know, it may take saw cutting some grills off and taking them off to clean things. I mean,
Do what you gotta do.
that's what it boils down to, because those things are welded up and you can't physically get to none of that stuff, so it may take one.
They just didn't think about it, something of this nature.
No.
It's a rough figure thing.
And that's a project I'll probably delegate. I've had it for 2 years now. I think that's long enough. I'm gonna give it to Brad.
You'll turn it over. It's not in your DNA. It's not in your DNA.
It's one of them tough ones, man.
It's
So
not in your system.
that's all I've got, so.
Thank you. Next, we're going back to Brad on this. The Industrial Park project, as you folks have heard, the Nelson County has landed a new stamping operation, Tide Summit. It's going to be located in the Nelson County Industrial Park. Part of that will require an entrance road that was platted by the county. So I need to get the map to show you guys. You guys have seen it, I think. I don't think I need to get that back down and show you. But so the engineering part of it, we got 2 proposals, Brad. One from MSE.
One from MSA, one from American Engineers. Both of those companies are well qualified. They do this stuff every day. You guys, I think, have copies of the highlights of their proposal. But like I said, MSC has worked at the park before. They're familiar with the company that's actually going to be building the site for Tide Summit. And so based on their proposal and their estimated cost of services, Dean and I like to recommend, and Jim as well has reviewed it, MSC to proceed forward with that. I mean, it is a very complicated sewer design. I can tell you that. We really got to get these guys on board for that, and it's got to be quick, and they all know this. So I think it's key and integral to get this done.
Sewer, water, and road. That's
Yes.
what they're designed to use.
We will bid it out ourselves. Once they give us the documents and the specifications, Jim and I will oversee getting it bid out and bid documents itself and overseeing it from that point
How long
forward.
do you think it'll take them to get this ready?
I gave them 30 days to get the road together. There should be no reason why they can't get the road designed. That's when we got to get done immediately.
Yeah, right.
I told them they gave 60 days to get the other 2 done, from notice to proceed.
Well within what we're expecting.
We have to have this road built by
We-
August 1st.
We've been talking about planning this out for a couple, 2 or 3 months, so it's not like we just.
We actually got a tentative meeting based on what you guys decide today with these guys this week, engineering group to come down. and
You know,
look
you've
at
got sewer or gas line 2, but LG&E is going to send a proposal in on that, but that's going to be another cost per se on this road/utilities that we're going to be doing. So and Salt River's already reviewed the plat and called yesterday. They do a good job. They'll jump right in and get whatever.
But on the gas, all we have to do is get it to the property line, correct?
Correct, but you're at 1,000 feet roughly is what the road is, so it won't be a big deal. But those guys jumped right on it. Now I haven't got a proposal.
I haven't either, and I've
It's
asked
not like
for
high
it.
pressure or.
It's a medium pressure plastic, but that's still $160 around a foot type price. I mean, it's not a cheap.
Entertain a motion to approve MSC.
Make that motion.
Motion by Sam Hutchins, or second? Second by Jeff Lear. Any further discussion?
I got one question. When they hook up to that, then we will get some money back.
Typically, well, Parks and Bourbon Company's supposed to be doing that as well. We should get something back from them. So for 10 or 12 years, or so many years, we've got a contract with Lowell Gas and Electric will reimburse.
Their 3 years.
Their usage. Yeah, certain amount of usage.
So you'll get a little bit back.
Just
We'll
approve
get,
one,
Please.
approve one on budget amendment today, there.
What's that?
Reimbursement from WNA.
Was that one of those
That was
reimbursements?
one, yeah, this.
No, that was on the original contract.
that was what they didn't spend.
That's what they didn't spend. I was after them for 6 months, 5 months, I'm getting that too, by the
And
way.
Jeff, they'll do a similar type thing with this one. They're going to upfront say this how much money we want, and we'll.
They would not be
they'll
using a
spend
lot
it,
of gas
reimburse
in
it.
that facility, will they?
Just to heat,
Just for heat mainly, not
the building
maintenance.
with.
That's still, you know, that's about like Flyer Foods, you know, and,
But Flyers actually bakes with theirs.
yeah.
But this, you don't need it for staffing.
But some of the baking goes over on heating it too, though, you know, it's in the building.
Motion's been made and second, all approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? The motion will carry. Okay, dispatch budget, I put a copy in your mail. Debbie and the board has presented that to the county, I think we're going to the city too as well.
Yes, sir, same time.
Yeah. Have not had a chance to digest it real good and understand it, but it's not much different than last year's budget, I understand. If you got any questions, but while Debbie's here, you're more than free, feel free to ask.
The big jump in contracted services, what is that?
Primarily it's because of the new CAD that we're installing. We've had the other CAD Spillman for the last 2 years, and we haven't paid their maintenance for 2 years because we were in the process of getting a new CAD. So with this one, it's a $40,000 yearly maintenance. That's for 24/7 support, plus they replace all of the servers if they have any problems with that, if we have any problems with that.
Did you say $40,000 a year?
Yes, sir.
I think we've got one at the jail probably paid probably 10,000 or more for it.
It depends on what it encompasses. The reason why this one's different is because of the
It's technical backup.
That's included. What is-
It's kind of like technical backup.
Yes, 24/7, plus they will perform our monthly updates for our map, because they kind of have their own mapping system, so we won't have to pay maps for that anymore.
Okay? We will not approve that today, but we'll bring it back, obviously, before now and July 1st. While we're on that, going to the next item, 911 update. It looks like we're going, and that you've already going to the garbage, going to the dump. It looks like we're going to try to put the 911 fees on the garbage bills, working with Salt River on that. The KU called me back. I thought we could get the names of the customers, and they denied me getting the names as well. I got that call Thursday or Friday of last week, I believe. So, Nikki and I are trying to work on the numbers on the garbage billing. I'm going to try to meet with New Haven and Bloomfield and approach them about this concept. The mayor of Bardstown's already on board with it. Putting whatever we decide on the garbage bill. That's our last resort. The other resort would be tax bills. We're trying not to do that.
Would the cities have their own fee on their own bills versus Salt River having to create
Yep.
more?
The city, like Bloomfield, they bill their own garbage on their water bill.
City of
And the corporate limits,
Bardstown
New Haven does the same thing. Bardstown does the same
So they'll
thing.
just put it on their garbage?
Their garbage bill, the corporate city bill.
Need a
Yeah.
bill for one vehicle.
And then they just send a check. That way Salt River doesn't have to create a new
What's,
database.
Salt River will use our garbage database, and they'll use the 1,000 or so customers that they bill for Salt River, for KU for us.
Yeah, in theory, we got everybody in the county.
There's 3,300 customers that are on KU. About 900, 850 or so are in Bloomfield, New Haven each, so that's about 16, 17, 1,800 people. So that leaves you another, whatever Salt River has. Follow what I'm saying? Because KU serves New Haven, they serve Bloomfield electricity.
Boston.
Corporate.
Part of Boston.
And
But that's
there's
that's not our
a few
corporate.
other utility companies in this county that they just get a garbage bill from Salt River.
Uh-huh. So I hope to make progress on that in the next couple
Are
of
they
weeks.
gonna charge us any more money?
There'll be a percentage of some sort, probably.
How's our collection with them as currently?
5%, I think what we figured one day, Jeff, about, you're gonna have deadbeat, no matter what you do.
Put it on a car tag?
Wouldn't work. We got 20, let's see, how many thousands? We figured it up one day, how many thousands of car tags there are in the, When you got guys got, all you do is guys got 5 cars or 4
You're only
cars.
gonna have to build
Just lower your
one.
price. Just lower the price.
I don't, that's not as easy as it sounds either. I think
She said it had to come
they
out of
would have
Frankfurt
to-
too.
I believe they'd have to get involved, and it probably would end up being legislative, so it's almost a,
That's the reason I'm going to the garbage bills. It's easy, it's local, and we can deal with it.
Yeah,
It's the same principle.
we got databases there, so you got everybody in 3 cities.
3 cities, yeah.
What time?
Mandatory garbage collection, everybody's supposed to be, I'm not saying we got 100%.
We're not 100%, but you're as good as you can get. I can tell you, there are a lot of counties like to have the percentages that we're getting.
Yeah, but right now, the city of Barstown, they don't turn their garbage into us, is that correct? How's that work?
What do you mean? I mean,
On the building,
they bill it on their electric bill or their,
but it goes to them and then
Yeah.
they pay us.
they pay us for the dump fee out there. You know. They keep a portion up for their operations, yeah.
They get a bill from us for how much garbage they dump from land.
And then we pay them back.
It looks like the simplest way, I think.
Yeah.
So how much is the garbage in Barstown per household?
I think
Around
Florida.
$14, 14.
So it's a little higher than the county,
Ours is $14.50.
$14.50?
But they're condensed, I mean, they got, they're,
That's, I argue that, depending on what the price is, different subject.
Okay? I will keep you updated.
same thing with New Haven and Bloomfield.
Yeah.
Just before you move on with that, is there any progress on the interlocal agreement with the city on?
Not until we get that, think this resolved. I don't think the mayor wants to divvy into it until we get this arranged. It's important that the city stay involved in this process. But I think everybody would agree with that. Security cameras at the sheriff's office. You guys got a couple proposals from, one from Interstate, one from Select Security. Sheriff, you want to explain why you need these cameras and the purpose of them, please?
Currently, the camera system we have doesn't adequately cover the entrances. And based on my time in service with the police departments, I think it's prudent that we have the building secured. The first step we've already taken was glassing in the front foyer there. And so the camera system's also going to cover the front. Although we don't want to admit that something bad could happen in the office or that you could have a rogue employee as possible. And through my years, I've seen things happen that you wouldn't think could happen. And I just want to make sure that we press to the public, put in good video systems. I think we should have the same. We're constantly relying on the public to collect video. And if something were to happen, I want to make sure that we have it covered. It also is part of accreditation. I've talked to several agencies that have gone through the accreditation process. I'm trying to get those things in line before I ask them to come in and take a look to see what other things we need to do. We've been working on the evidence room since I took office, that trying to purge evidence through the court system that we started that goes back into the 80s that wasn't kept up with. So we're going through the court system, getting destruction orders on those things, hopefully get everything in line to get accredited, and this is one of the things that it would take.
And as I reminded the court, the sheriff turned over, I'll get it out here in a minute, $200,000 in excess fees, so I think he's trying to strike a little bit while the iron is hot a little bit. Just be truthful, but it is a much needed and money well spent project.
Did you turn over 80,000?
It wasn't 200, it was
200. It was 200.
Well,
I thought it read.
He just didn't make the
I didn't
headlines.
bring all his funds into that budget amendment.
So that's where it's at.
I'm not telling y'all.
I'm not worried about my bridge project now then.
No, you're not. I need a motion to approve interstate security system. Motion by Bernard Lyons, is there a second? Second by Jeff Lear. Any further discussion? All approved, say aye. Disapprove? Motion will carry. Under old and new business, I want to thank the Nelson County Volunteer Fire Department and the Sheriff's Department, EMS service, all the hands that pitched in our last Feed America program. You guys did a good job. They actually had a fire run that morning of the Feed America program, and the Sheriff and EMS pitched in, and kept them all there as long as I could. Thank you all so much. Good job. Good turnout. Good turnout. Matthew Rickman asked the court about our closing this Friday and give authorization to sign documents related to such, probably.
Sure.
I just have to think about that. The plat has been prepared for Ty Summit project, you guys are aware of. That we're working through the details with the city, and the planning commission's actually having a special meeting today to approve the plat. The plat, then we'll be able to deed the property to Ty Summit. And I would, I guess, go ahead and get court approval, if I could, to authorize the judge to sign the documents related to this closing. You guys have seen the proposal and the pricing before.
When's closing?
Friday. I should have probably put that on the agenda, but we
I'll
will
make that motion.
motion
To
to
move
authorize
forward with this.
the county judge to sign the documents and record the deeds related to the.
Yes. I'll second.
Second by Jeff. Any further discussion? You're thinking, Mr. Metcalf?
I'm thinking.
All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove, motion carries. You can't think that long.
Who did that second?
Second from Jeff.
No, you never did let him make his presentation.
Oh, well, I'm not through yet.
Oh, okay.
You want to make your presentation? He tries to kind of stay off the radar. Tyler?
You didn't even have him up there again, Rick.
I'm not used to him yet, I guess. I'm blaming Greta on this one.
Everything's going good at Hart.
I like that.
Since our John Deere thing didn't work out very well, Sublin built us a drag underneath the Russell's old mower there, and it's working out well. You can see on the other picture there how it's working, and it's got a smooth drag that I pull behind it to kind of smooth it out. Soccer's in full swing. I seen Sam out there Sunday, and baseball will be starting up this weekend. We're having a kickoff tournament. I'm having a kickoff tournament for Little League Baseball next weekend, kind of help them generate some money, help them with their funds next weekend, kind of help them out, help them with funds and pay different stuff. And if they
Who's having
well, I'm helping the Little League Baseball.
Little League Baseball Association.
You won't remember this, Keith, but it was your idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
To help them, just help them generate some funds and get.
And Tyler's overseeing it. He's
I'm
making it happen.
And I'm helping with making it happen for them. So.
They get to keep the proceeds.
And Tyler, just remember to get those lease returns.
Yes, they're supposed to have them to me this week. I had some typos and everything, and Keith Sparks had me on my toes. So he had me make some adjustments, and I sent them back out this weekend.
So just incidental.
Yeah, this incidental. So they're supposed to have them to me this week, but everything else is going smooth.
Okay. You guys have anything to discuss, Matthew? Anything out here? Otherwise, entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion by Bernard Ice. Is there a second? Second by Sam Hutchins. All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.